Silksong good. If a piece of fiction gets popular enough, it's only a matter of time before someone tries to explain to you that this is it. This is the one that should radicalize you. So it was pretty much inevitable that a lot of people would start arguing that Hollow Knight's Silksong is a scathing critique of capitalism. Problem is, it's not really critiquing capitalism at all, even if people wanted to. I get why people make this claim. There's a lot of stuff in the game that looks like something in real life, and some people associate themes in the game with real life issues that do occur in a capitalist system: exploitation of workers, wealth disparity, paying for things. But these problems are not exclusive to capitalism, nor do they show what the actual economic system of Farloom is. To figure that out, you need to ask the question, who owns the means of production? I think that was pretty important to this guy, Karl Marx. I mean, he wrote about it in a little historical document you may have heard of. You know, the Magna Carta. So who's really to blame for Farloom's exploitative economy? Is it the business owners? The workers? Maybe it's that giant ball of yarn that mind controls everyone and forces them to give their lives and labor to her in exchange for some beads that they can spend at the Citadel. Yes, Farloop's economy is entirely state controlled. Most of the jobs we see bugs do are cleaning the Citadel, helping the Citadel run, protecting the Citadel, gathering silk for the grandmother, and maintaining the theocracy of the state, which serves as the propaganda machine for Farloop. Giving all your labor serving and feeding the state doesn't really sound like a free market to me. It sounds more like Pyotr slaving away in the USSR vodka mines. So, if Silksong is critiquing a specific economic system, it looks a lot more like socialism to me, or maybe more like feudalism, realistically. But the point is, it's state owned, state run, and supported by propaganda convincing the bugs that working for the church, and in turn the state, is the ultimate good. But where are the capitalists? Where are the bugs trying to enrich themselves? Well, it's the vendors you encounter around Farloom. The ones that exchange goods and services for money when both parties consent to the exchange. This is the most positive thing you can do with your money in the game. So no, I don't think the game is critiquing capitalism. What, you think Chakra is the true villain of Silksong? No, she offers a mutually beneficial trade. You get to stop wandering around Bilewater like an idiot, and Chakra, well, she can go buy a shard bundle or something. She's pretty generous with those rings. The independent market is at worst a guy who's greedy but doesn't have any real power, and at best, a mechanism that helps you bring down the oppressive system. It's a pretty positive depiction. Now, Team Cherry have dropped hints here and there that signal their politics being more left leaning. Based on that, I would not be surprised if it turned out that critiquing capitalism was intended. So, just to tie up loose ends here, I'll address authorial intent. I don't really care about it. I'm just looking at what's in the game, and what I see is a critique of the injustice and exploitation that can occur in any economic system. Yes, that does include capitalism. And also a specific critique of totalitarianism, including a totalitarian control of the economy. This might not seem like an argument worth making. Does it really matter if people read this as anti-capitalist when that's not really what the game shows? Well, I see this all the time where people take their preferred interpretive lens and apply it to every piece of literature, even when it's not a good fit. And there is value in pointing that out so that we can have better conversations about the fiction we enjoy. I'm hoping you can all see my points here, and hopefully next time someone tells you that your new favorite indie game is actually pro this or anti that, that you'll think twice about it and come up with your own interpretation.